जीवन्मुक्तिप्रदं देवं क्षमापूर्णं जगद्गुरुं वन्दे परमहंसाख्यं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतं। जीवन्मुक्तिप्रदं देवं क्षमापूर्णं जगद्गुरुं वन्दे परमहंसाख्यं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतम्। आनन्दानुभवास्वादं सर्वरोगनिवारकं वन्दे पापविनाशक्तं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतम्। आनन्दानुभवास्वादं सर्वरोगनिवारकं वन्दे पापविनाशक्तं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतम्। नित्यमुक्तं निर्विकल्पं ध्यानलोकप्रदीपकं वन्दे शान्ति।
Paramahamsa Nithyananda, a compelling spiritual force of our millennium, founder of an international socio-spiritual movement, pioneer of a modern Vedic Renaissance, born in the sacred town of Tiruvannamalai in southern India, a yogi by birth, fearless spiritual explorer, beacon of divine power, Paramahamsa Nithyananda is today an inspiration for millions on the path. Adept in ancient mystical yogic sciences, researcher of the science of spirituality, Guru for Enlightenment. Every year, Paramahamsa Nithyananda shares with over 10 million people worldwide the treasures of his wisdom, the joy of his laughter, and the incomparable power of his initiation. Now, Paramahamsa Nithyananda reveals the secrets of living enlightenment. Join us for an unforgettable spiritual experience.
सच्चिदानन्दरूपिणं वन्दे सनातनं पुण्यं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतं। सर्वधर्मप्रणेतारं सच्चिदानन्दरूपिणं वन्दे सनातनं पुण्यं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतं। वेदवेदान्तसंवेद्यं देवदेवी स्वरूपम्।
Even if I gain a thriving kingdom that has no rival on this earth, and even lordship over the gods, I surely do not see how that can destroy this deep anguish that is parching my sense organs. Wow! First time Arjuna is talking intelligently. The moment you surrender, the first thing happens to you. The moment you become disciple, you find the right problem. Understand? Till now, Arjuna was talking different problems. All are his engrams, not real problems. The moment he said, I am your disciple, he is talking about real problem. I think the power of the engram over Arjuna has mellowed down. Till you are experiencing the sufferings because of engram, you will not find the original suffering. Here, Arjuna finds right problem. He is not stuck with engram based problems. He is coming to the true problem. As long as you are suffering with engram based problems, you cannot experience, catch, understanding the real problem, what Arjuna is now going through. See, he is telling, he is suddenly looking beyond. Even if I give this whole kingdom and Lord of the gods, Krishna, I don't see the anguish parching my sense organs. He realized the suffering has no reason. As long as you associate some reason for your suffering, you are misguided. You are running in the wrong direction. You have not diagnosed yourself properly. When you understand there is no reason for suffering is your existence is suffering to express your existence to your existence. It is like you are suppressed inside you, and the suppressed you is trying its best to break free from that suppression and express itself to you. Suffering is not due to some reason. All your effort to find some reasons for suffering is only you yourself trying to miss the real life. Suddenly Arjuna is realizing his sufferings are not due to any reason. Whether he wins or loses, even if he wins and gets control over all the worlds and gods, he feels, how is the anguish that is parching? My sense organs are going to be healed. He realizes the original suffering. When you start suffering and trying to identify some engrams, some reason for the suffering, if you did not find the reason you are blessed, then you will realize suffering has no reason. It has no reason. Your existence is suffering. The cosmic existence is suffering to express its existence through your existence. It's like a child trying to come out of mother's womb. The enlightenment is trying to come out of you. When a mother who is delivering a baby tries to find any reason for her pain or suffering, if she feels, oh, maybe I hit my hand yesterday, that is why I am having suffering. Okay, that can be reason for the pain you feel in your fingers. What about the reason for the pain you feel in your leg? Because when you are delivering a baby, your whole body is going to experience that agony, that anguish. What about the pain you feel in your head? Maybe you can say, no, I was hitting my head so hard on the bed, that is why I am feeling. Okay, what about the pain you are feeling in your stomach?
Eliminate stress from your life. Step up your performance levels. Enhance your clarity and decision making. Kalpataru, a unique full-day transformational healing program blessed personally by rare living incarnation Paramahamsa Nithyananda. Harness the power of meditation and initiation. Experience a glimpse of Kundalini awakening for permanent physical and mental transformation. Take the first step to a happy and successful life. Kalpataru, manifest your destiny. Every weekend at Nithyananda Dhyanapeetham, Nithyananda Nagar, Bidadi, Bengaluru.
ब्रह्ममुरारिसुरार्चितलिङ्गं निर्मलभाषितशोभितलिङ्गं जन्मजदुःखविनाशकलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि नित्यानन्दलिङ्गम्।
ॐ नमो भगवते रुद्राय नमस्ते रुद्रमन्यवकुतोदयिषवे नमः नमस्ते अस्तु धन्वने बाहुभ्यामुदते नमः या च यशः शिवतमा शिवं बभूव ते धनुः शिवा शरव्याया तपतया नो रुद्रमृडय यामिषुं गिरिशन्दहस्ते बिभर्ष्यस्तवे शिवाङ्गिरित्रतां गुरुमाहिगुं सेः पुरुषं जगते शिवेन वचसा त्वा गिरिशाच्छा वदामसि यथा नः सर्वमिज्जगदयक्ष्मगुं सुमना असत् अद्य वोचदधिभक्ता प्रथमो दैव्यो ऋषगे अहेहश्च सर्वान् जम्बयन् सर्वाश्च यादुत्राण्यः असौ यस्ताम्रो अरुणपुत भभ्रस्सु मङ्गलः ये चेमागुं रुद्रा अभितो दिक्षु श्रुता सहस्रशो वै शागुं हेडयीमहे असव्यो वसर्पति नीलग्रीवो विलोहितः उदैनं गोपा अदृशन्नदृशन्नुदहार्यः उदैनं विश्वा भूतानि सदृष्टो मृडयातिनः नमो अस्तु नीलग्रीवाय सहस्राक्षाय मीडुषे अतो ये अस्य सद्वानोऽहं तेभ्यो करन्नमः प्रमुञ्चदन्वनत्वमुभयोरार्तियोर्जा याश्च ते हस्त इषवः परात भगवो वप अवदत्यरनुस्त्वगुं सहस्राक्षशतेषु ते निशीर्याणवागुं उत अनेशन्नस्येषव आपुरस्य निषङ्गतिः या ते हेतिर्मेडुष्टमहस्ते बभूव ते धनुः तयास्मान् विश्वतस्त्वमयक्ष्मया परिभुज नमस्ते अस्त्वायुधाय नातताय धृष्णवे उभाभ्यामुदते नमो बाहुभ्यां तव धन्वने परिधे धन्वनो हेतिरस्मान् दृढक्तो विश्वतः अधो यजुषुरिस्तवारे अस्मन्निधेहितम् नमस्ते अस्तु भगवन् विश्वेश्वराय महादेवाय त्र्यम्बकाय त्रिपुरान्तकाय त्रिकाग्निकालाय कालाग्निरुद्राय नीलकण्ठमृत्युञ्जयाय सर्वेश्वराय सदा शिवाय शङ्कराय श्रीमन्महादेवाय नमः नमो हिरण्यवागवे सेनान्ये दिशां च पतये नमो नमो वृक्षेभ्यो हरिकेशेभ्यः पशूनां पतये नमो नमः सस्मिञ्जराय त्रिशीमदे मदीनां पतये नमो नमो बभ्लुषाय विव्याधिने नानां पतये.
Going to carry that anguish, that suffering is going to be there. If you try to find any reason for your suffering, you will take revenge on that reason. Taking revenge on the wrong reasons continuously is what I call birth and death and birth and death and birth and death. If you wrongly identify your husband as a reason for your anguish, you will start taking revenge on him. Somebody asked me, Swamiji, why do so many women want same husband for next life also? I said, maybe they don't want to waste the time they took for training him. The time they spent training him in one life. Why waste training period? If you find your boss as a reason for your suffering, again and again you will take birth to take revenge on him. If you find your relationships as a reason for your suffering, you will again and again take birth to take revenge on them. If you find human society as a reason for your suffering, you will again and again take birth and become a terrorist to take revenge on them. Incarnation is almost like a 10,000-year-old soul. I'll call a soul as a soul when it has become an independent, awakening energy. Like a Pratyagatma Chaitanya Jagrata. Now any incident happens in front of his life, he collects only the lesson from that. From Chennai, one doctor, she was telling me, in front of our house there's a beautiful tree, Parijata tree. These corporation fellows were trying to dig drainage, and in that they were about to damage the tree. The roots were getting exposed, and she was really mad at the corporation contractor, and he called them and told them to put the pipe in front of her house to save the roots of the tree and finish the job in front of her house. And that contractor could have done it within 5 minutes because all the machineries were there. But just to get some money out of her, our devotee, that fellow was just playing this game and that game. No, I was busy. I am busy with this work, that work, and he did not do it. She said that tremendous anger it came. The anguish, suffering happened in her. She says, because she did not identify any reason for that anguish, she did not curse him. She says, suddenly the whole anguish, anger, suffering turned as an energy into Anandagandha. The whole energy moved up. She said, I was witnessing, and suddenly I felt tremendous energy in my Anandagandha. And I sat, closed my eyes, did not shout at him, did not do anything. In 10 minutes, the fellow was so angry and against, came with the machinery and did the job and went away. I told her, now the Pratyagatma Chaitanya Jagrata has happened in her. Means, without you involving, your thoughts are becoming reality. Without your false identification, without your false cognizance and actions. See, if she has taken cognizance that this contractor is responsible for our suffering, anguish, it's a false cognizance based on the engrams, samskara. She did not take cognizance. She just allowed the energy to explode, raise with a witnessing awareness, consciousness. And she is really a sincere person. When your experiences become reality, emotions become reality, without you taking wrong cognizance and wrong actions due to the wrong cognizance, you are already having Pratyagatma Chaitanya Jagrata, the individual soul awakening, the inner awakening has happened. Now, from the day she had that experience, her birthday of the soul starts, the count starts. Now, any number of years she lives with that same mood, she will only pick up wisdom from every incident. Means she only gets matured. From that day, her life, I can say the age of the soul starts. See, till that moment, only her age of the body, that is not in any way useful because it is going to die.
all that I smell, I offer to you, Swami Nithyananda. All that I see, all that I hear, I offer to you, Swami Nithyananda.
Welcome to Inner Awakening, the most powerful personal transformation retreat you could ever experience. In just 21 days, thousands are already experiencing the shortest route to constantly high energy levels, visible anti-aging, healing of chronic diseases, fulfilling relationships, and higher states of consciousness. What is the secret behind this transformation?
Kundalini means the inner potential energy. Once it is awakened, opens the different doors for the conscious experience in you. I can say which is a master key for all extraordinary spiritual experiences.
This extraordinary program is conducted personally by Paramahamsa Nithyananda in the vibrant atmosphere of Nithyananda Dhyanapitham Ashram. Open yourself to the benefits of Nitya Yoga and practical meditation. Experience physical and mental healing. Discover simple ways to handle life with success. Above all, enjoy individual darshan and blessings from Paramahamsa Nithyananda every day. Take 21 days for yourself and carry home the transformation of a lifetime.
Like even if she has lived 100 life, that all the years she spent in that 100 life is not going to be counted. That is not going to be the maturity of her soul. But the day she had this experience where, see, anybody would have naturally associated with that contractor only, they are suffering. They would have called another one contractor and did the job. She did not do wrong cognizance. She did not find reason for her suffering, and she is really honest. That is the reason the suffering has immediately raised itself to the level of Ananda Gandha and becomes answer, became reality. I can tell you, the whole Bhagavad Gita, Krishna does just this one job, removing the idea somebody is responsible for Arjuna's suffering from Arjuna and making Arjuna take right cognizance, stopping him taking the wrong cognizance. You see, if Arjuna takes cognizance that somebody is responsible for his suffering, like all the people, friends who are standing in front of him, or the Krishna who is asking him to wage the war, or blaming himself, who has taken all the foolish vows in front of public. I will kill all these fellows. I will kill Karna. I will do this. I will do that. These are the vows Arjuna took in front of public. So now either he has to keep up that vow or live in a defamed way. So naturally he will try to blame himself. Please understand, even blaming yourself is wrong cognizance. The whole Gita, Krishna does only one job, telling Arjuna not to take wrong cognizance and letting Arjuna's suffering remain as original suffering and evolve itself to its Ananda Gandha so that just action happens. It becomes reality without Arjuna taking wrong cognizance. When she had this experience with that government contractor, not taking cognizance of any reason for suffering and allowing it to raise itself to the next level so that it can become a reality by itself. If it becomes a maturity, at least for 5 years. 5 years is a too long period. If she can retain that state again and again and again for next 5 years, it is unlosable. You can't lose it. It's permanent. Because 5 years is a long period for any habit to become your biomemory. In the first level, it will be only in the level of muscle memory. But within 5 years, it will become biomemory. I can say based on this scale, an incarnation soul is at least 10,000 years matured. When you stop taking cognizance of any particular reason for your suffering, the maturity of the soul starts. The dark night of the soul starts. The dark night of the soul should not be understood in a wrong way. Please understand, it's a tremendous depression filling your whole being, but should not be taken in the wrong sense. It is like a delivery pain. Delivery pain should not be taken as inauspicious. It's an auspicious experience to bring one more life to planet Earth. Same way, the dark night of the soul is the auspicious expression to bring one more enlightened being to the planet Earth. The day you experience the dark night of the soul, the maturity of the soul starts. With our example I will describe, from now onwards, any incident happens in her life, she will not collect engram from her life, she will collect only the wisdom from that incident. Now, what has happened to her, now suddenly a nerve in her is open, which knows the alchemy of converting your suffering into action. That nerve only I call it as Medanadi. When your suffering becomes automatically the right action,
because 2000 crore laws. I have decided that I myself going personally sitting in Pondicherry and going to do the relief work.
we are expected to reach at least 1 lakh people per day. Even when you don't take cognizance of, even if you don't identify some person or situation as reason, without wrong cognizance, your suffering expressing itself as an right action. Arjuna's darkness of the soul, we can start counting. Arjuna's soul is getting matured. He says, even if everything is achieved, I don't see that I can remove the sorrow that burns my senses. I can remove the deep anguish that is parching my sense organs. Means he is realizing there is no reason externally for his suffering. He is realizing his wrong cognizance. And I wanted to leave you all with this one truth today. Stop taking wrong cognizance for your sufferings. Your existence is suffering till enlightenment. Because the cosmic existence is struggling through your existence to express its existence. So don't take wrong cognizance. Your family is not responsible for your suffering. Your friends are not responsible for your suffering. Your enemies are not responsible for your suffering. Not even human society is responsible for your suffering. You are suffering because you are suffering. Cosmos is trying to express its existence through your existence. You are going through a delivery pain. Don't curse the nurse. Don't curse your husband who made you pregnant. Don't curse the bed. Don't curse the hospital who is taking care of you. And don't take wrong cognizance. Any incident, person, situation you take cognizance is wrong cognizance. If you take the wrong cognizance, poverty is reason for your suffering, you will run behind Lakshmi. If you take the wrong cognizance, ignorance is reason for your suffering, you will run behind knowledge. If you take the wrong cognizance, powerlessness is responsible for your suffering, you will run behind Durga, Kali, behind power. Here he says, even if I have lordship over all these gods, I don't think I can remove my suffering. He takes the right cognizance of his suffering. Not having enlightenment is the reason for his suffering. He realizes he is going through the dark night of the soul. A cell in the reproductive organ of a woman, if that cell takes cognizance during the delivery time, that nurse is responsible for my pain, it is wrong cognizance. That cell should know life is trying to express through itself. Now, sit, mull over. Not having money, not having relationship, not having energy are all wrong cognizances you take for your suffering. Contemplate on Arjuna. The suffering now Arjuna is having, worth having. But suffering Arjuna had till the last verse is not worth having. Only in the last verse he says, I am your disciple. Then suddenly he is having the right suffering. When you declare you are a disciple, first great thing will happen to you is you will have the right suffering. Don't think you will not have suffering. You will have the right suffering. Then right suffering is a suffering which brings all sufferings to end. But unfortunately, everybody expects the moment you declare yourself as disciple, all suffering will disappear. No. First, right suffering will happen. Only then sufferings can disappear.
The Ingenious Program, a field of all possibilities. The children in the Ingenious Program are directly under the guidance of enlightened Master Paramahamsa Nithyananda. Nithyananda is an incarnation and exudes the knowledge of conflict-free living. He states that enlightenment is our birthright. What an incredible gift for your child, a once-in-a-lifetime privilege to live and thrive in the energy field of all possibilities and give enlightenment to your child. Where every child can become a genius. Learning can unveil the genius in every child, provided it stimulates higher order thinking skills, positive self-esteem, teamwork, and an internal locus of control. Research has proven that holistic teaching methodologies paired with meditation stimulate whole brain functioning and result in self-directed, spontaneous, and creative lifelong learners. An enriched environment. When young children have an enriched environment conducive to early learning in life, they have higher IQ, cognitive intelligence, EQ, social emotional intelligence, and SQ, spiritual intelligence. These early experiences are critical for the development of the child. Peer pressure and destructive social conditioning can take its toll on the child. It can create negative thought patterns and destructive behaviors unless these enriching experiences are provided. An enriched environment includes whole brain activities which stimulate the utilization of both sides of the brain. The right brain is responsible for creativity, intuition, spontaneity, quantum memory, learning in a flash, and computer-like calculations. The left side of the brain is responsible for inner linear thinking and analysis. When both sides of the brain are integrated, performance is optimal. Brain yoga. Brain yoga activates the ability to balance the right and the left brain. This helps open the sixth sense. Children are given activities to balance both sides of the body simultaneously, using distinctive postures that stimulate both sides. The neurological brain patterns move from beta to alpha, increasing alertness and attention. Quantum memory. Quantum memory is a constant downloading of information without interference of the mind. Observation skills are directly related to memory skills. Reading without interference of the mind, reading at quantum speed, will lead to quantum memory without the mind getting in the way. Creative and performing arts. Dance, drama, music, sculpting, and design offered in the Ingenious program provide kinesthetic motor stimulation to engage the brainwave patterns, resulting in expanded creativity and resourcefulness. Sattvic food. Children are given the benefit of fresh sattvic food prepared to the standards according to the ancient Vedic lifestyle. The food is fresh, with fruits and vegetables. Vegetarian food creates radiant health in the body. Vedic cultural arts. Sanskrit chanting stimulates the brain to produce full brain coherence, developing clearer perception and integrated thinking. Chanting also promotes inner silence and improves the attention span. Meditation and expanded awareness. Meditation instills a deep silence in the child, resulting in deeper, richer perception and clarity in thinking. Ingenious produces the next step in evolution, a mature human being who functions at a higher state of consciousness. Expanded awareness provides the platform for a vision of all abilities of life, perfect health, prosperity, and life without conflict. What more could you ask for your child?
If I can just teach this one science to the kids, I will have millions of enlightened beings.